Well, I really didn't want to do a video on this today, but it's literally the only thing trending, and I'm hoping that the story is coming to a conclusion. I purposely didn't do a video on the Candace Owens via TPUSA debate because I just knew it wasn't going to happen. Just like everyone already forgot about the big debate, between Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro. That never happened. Now, I don't remember. I remember there were some shenanigans between Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens before that debate happened. So I don't know who's to blame in that. I feel like Ben screwed up the debate. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly, but all I know is that I was excited for that debate and it didn't happen. I was excited for her to talk to TPUSA because, this is the penultimate end to her 15-week saga, of nonstop shows, which she said 14 weeks, 15 weeks since his death. So almost 100 episodes, something like that. You would think that she would want to go out there. Now, I want to point this out, and I've always said it, and I will be proven right. And I know that there's a 5% of the people that watch my videos that, really strongly agree with Candace, and that's okay. Like, we're cool. Maybe she'll end up being right. But I've always said this is about clout. Today, again, is yet another perfect example of that. And I think people are starting to turn on her now after turning down this debate. She was a big talker about doing this debate. She was demanding TPUSA's attention for months. She finally got it, and now she's pretending that she can't go. Let's take a look at this. By the way, reminding people of our Christmas items over at coffeebrandcoffee.com. Our advent calendar is all new for 2025. Double the product as last year. We also have our regular gift box with the real cacao cocoa, our medium roast, chocolate-covered espresso beans, and peppermint bark, and the 100% pure Kona with the peppermint bark and the golden scooper. Comes shipped in a stocking, ready to gift. There's only 500 available of each. Coffeebrandcoffee.com. Promo code HOLIDAY10 to save 10%. Now, the debate, I think, probably wasn't going to be very, I don't really think that the debate was ever going to be very productive. But I do want to point out that Candace Owens specifically said, and I quote, "anytime, any place." TPUSA said, "Okay, how about 2 weeks on Monday?" And then she threw her hands up in the air and said, "Well, that's weird. I can't do that. I'm worth Candace Owens, did you know Candace Owens is worth like $200 million? Did you also know, here, you want to know something weird about Candace? Well, you should look up Social Autopsy, which is a doxing website that she tried to pass off when she was still a leftist. And she's still a leftist now, by the way. Don't get it twisted. She's not a conservative. Never was. Do you know that she got engaged to her husband after only knowing him for 17 days? Isn't that odd? 17 days they get married. That's very weird. It's almost like maybe I don't know, but I know that's not normal. And the guy's worth $150, $200 million on his own. Candace Owens makes tons of money on her own, but she can't possibly arrange travel. She can't possibly arrange travel or childcare. She's worth $200 million, but she can't get a babysitter for a single day. It is the biggest dodge in history, and she's already gaslighting her fans. She's like, "Well, I didn't say anytime, any place." Okay, how about this?
They could to stop Charlie's rise, breaking bread with them and refusing to have a conversation with me, and that I cared about Charlie.
Okay.
Have you no shame? We're going to find out. You can pick the place. You can pick the time. I say we do it tomorrow. We don't need to plan for this. We don't need lawyers in between us.
Wait, you said you can pick the time. You can pick the place, which they did. And then she said, whoa, wait a minute. It's dangerous out there for a pimp. You know, I can go to Tucker Carlson's party and take 100 selfies with people, and I can go to Dollywood, but I can't go to that part. I can't go to another place. Again, she went to Tucker Carlson's party last night. She went to Dollywood on Thanksgiving. But she can't go to TPUSA in 2 weeks. This is a dodge, a spectacular dodge. And her fans can cope and seethe about that all they want, but it's a dodge. And so today she's already flipping the script. She's like, oh, look, some dumbass rapper wrote a song titled The Assassination of Candace Owens. Aren't these lyrics so fire? Raise the roof. The Game dropped his mixtape today with the featured song, The Assassination of Candace Owens. Lyrics, who really killed Charlie Kirk? Fire emoji. This is pathetic. At least she dropped the whole she's looking for truth nonsense. By the way, the song's not even about her. Here's The Game saying that.
As long as you're alive, you should have something to rap about.
Okay. I mean, so you got this new mixtape dropping, and then there's this like one track called The Assassination of Candace Owens.
Yeah.
Why that title?
Because recently I've been seeing like conspiracy theories and about Candace Owens from herself, self-admitted. She feels like people are conspiring her. So what it was is more so an assassination of the character. So I just used that because it was like current news, but it's not. The song is not about Candace.
Oh no! Candace Owens' ego on life support. He just used your name because it's trending on X. But fire emoji, raise the roof, y'all. Raise the roof. I thought this was about truth. I thought you wanted to find the truth. TPUSA offered you the opportunity, and again, someone worth $200 million who already almost certainly has nannies can't find the time with 2 weeks' notice. 2 weeks' notice. But she's got time to tweet about, here's odd. Here she is taking pictures with Jason Whitlock and Alex Stein and Michael Knowles and Theo Vaughn with Jason Whitlock. She's attending this party. I thought she couldn't travel for her own safety. She's going to Dollywood. I'm pretty sure the only people that really watch her are either they hate like Republicans. They're like politically homeless, which could mean they lean left or right, or they're Democrats just hate Republicans and they're like eating up this going after TPUSA. You have this too, like, here, Candace Owens says, we don't care about your stupid midterms.
28, and it's because she's a piece of shit.
She is.
Because instead of saying, guys, let's come together and figure out how to work together, she says the stupidest, retarded crap.
She does.
And now everybody's running around divided and broken. For what reason? For literally what reason?
Because they killed Charlie Kirk in broad daylight, and we don't care about your stupid midterms.
We don't care about your stupid midterms. Well, you know who would care about your stupid midterms? You know who dedicated his entire life to your stupid midterms? Charlie Kirk. For somebody who says that they were Charlie Kirk's best friend, you've spent the last 5 weeks trying to destroy his company. You now say the thing that is number one would have been number one in Charlie Kirk's agenda right now, the midterm elections. You don't care about that. She cared so much about Charlie Kirk that she's tweeting out demanding people cancel their donations to Turning Point USA. Why? Clicks. All talk, no receipts. You can like Candace all you want, but she's dumb. And by the way, I changed my opinion about, like, initially it was like, yeah, she's screwing up midterms. She's not. We'll hopefully all move on now because she showed that she's a coward. She won't debate. She won't go to TPUSA. So it's over for her. Now, everything she says going forward will be pointless. Everybody cares. If she really cares, like, I don't know, how can I make a better analogy? Like, let's say your best friend dedicated their lives to fostering puppies. And then your friend died. If you were Candace Owens, you would then spend the next 16 weeks of your life drowning them and trying to destroy puppies. That's what she's doing. And she's telling people that Charlie Kirk really matters. The truth matters. But check out this song where the game says my name. Fire emojis. Popping my puss. Raise the roof. Twerky to twerky. It's my opinion that Candace Owens was in love with Charlie Kirk. That is the only explanation. That she was in love with him and he rebuked her, and now she's trying to tear down everything he built. That's honestly, fellas, that is the only logical explanation for how she's behaving. This is how a woman scorned acts. Well, Charlie was my best friend, but also, hey, everybody, make sure we take down his company. Why? If he was your best friend, why would you be telling people to take his company down? That's not how love looks. You are like, ooh, fire emoji. The song has my name in it. I mean, I like, and you read the comments, like, you know, the assassination of Candace Owens, so a fictional song. I'm glad you find this so entertaining. I remember when you used to be cool. You know, the people are getting tired of it. You know, love you like Obama and Kamala. Are you coming out as a leftist, Candace? Oh, she is a leftist. Don't forget. Don't forget. Take a little bit to educate yourself on the social autopsy, by the way. People forget or never knew or don't seem to care. She took a hard swing at the right after she botched the launch of her doxing website. She found a new group willing lemmings to fund her psyops against the conservative movement, and I agree. Look it up. Social Autopsy was a controversial, never-launched website founded by Candace Owens in 2016. It was intended to expose online bullies by compiling a searchable database of their real identities and employers linked to their online comments. The project faced intense backlash and was ultimately abandoned, an event that Candace Owens has cited as a key turning point in her shift to conservatism. What? She even used a Kickstarter to fund it. This isn't ancient history. It's 2016. I think we can basically treat Candace now as a leftist lol cow and laugh at how desperate. I mean, even Nick is dragging her.
If she's so afraid for her life, why was she at Tucker Carlson's Christmas party in Nashville last night?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Why was she at Dollywood on Thanksgiving, the theme park?
Yeah, good question.
So, allegedly, the French government and the Israeli intelligence have put a hit out on you. They've paid millions of dollars to kill you, but you're walking around a theme park in your town. You're walking around, for those that don't know, Dollywood, Dollyland. It's like Dolly Parton's Disney World.
Yeah.
You're walking around Disney World? You're walking around an amusement park in your hometown on the holiday weekend when allegedly everyone's trying to kill you? Then you go to a Christmas party with Tucker Carlson in the same city attended by hundreds of people, and people know you're going to be there with Tucker and all the based people in one room. But you can't go to Turning Point, where everybody knows you're going to be. And if anything happened to you, God forbid, they would immediately blame Turning Point. It doesn't even make any sense.
Exactly. When people wake up, I'll be here for them. I really will. And you know what? If she ends up right, I will issue a full-throated apology, but I'm not holding my breath.